Hi, welcome to Prime Recap. Sonic was sent to Earth, and along with Tails he will have to face Robotnik and Knuckles to protect the Chaos Emeralds. Today we're going to recap the movies, Sonic 1 from 2020, and Sonic 2 from 2022. On Angel Island, a blue hedgehog named Sonic was born with special powers that everyone around him desired, and so he had to spend his childhood isolated with Longclaw, his guardian. Even though he is constantly being hunted, the little hedgehog ended up being careless and left tracks that a rival tribe used to locate his hideout. Knowing that it could be the end of Sonic, Longclaw starts to carry him away trying to escape, but is hit by an arrow that knocks her to the ground. Realizing they wouldn't be able to escape that way, the Guardian uses a teleport ring that opens a kind of portal to planet Earth and orders Sonic to go, while she stays to distract the Echidna tribe. Once on Earth, little Sonic spent long years completely alone in his den, while he was spying around the daily lives of the population of the small town of Green Hills, Montana. One of those people he's been watching is Sheriff Tom, a police officer frustrated by low crime in his area, who wants to move to the San Francisco department where he will have more serious cases to work on. After another sad day for just snooping around without bonding with people, Sonic starts to run to distress, but he ends up breaking the supersonic barrier, causing a huge electromagnetic pulse that leaves all nearby states completely without electricity. Not knowing what it is, the military leaders of the American government meet and decide to send Dr. Robotnik to investigate the cause. Once he arrives in Green Hills with his men, the mad scientist uses his ultra-tech drones to search the entire region. As soon as they go into action, the devices find a rather strange footprint in the forest, and upon analyzing it, Robotnik notices that the trail does not belong to any known creature of the animal kingdom. Without knowing exactly what it is, the doctor sends the military to look for more tracks in the forest with the sniffer dogs. Realizing that he is being hunted, Sonic runs to his den to get his bag of teleportation rings and go to the other planet, but he is located by the search team and needs to go elsewhere in order to teleport. Sonic then runs to Tom's garage, believing it would be safer there. But when he enters the place, he ends up making too much noise, catching the attention of the policeman, who believes that a raccoon has invaded his house. Tom takes a tranquilizer gun and goes to the garage. However, when he gets there, he is startled when he realizes that the raccoon is actually a blue hedgehog that walks on two legs and talks. Scared, the policeman accidentally ends up shooting and hits a dart in the leg of Sonic, who starts to lose his balance. While very dizzy, the blue hedgehog sees Tom's San Francisco shirt and drops the ring that was on his hand, opening a portal straight to a building at the top of the city. To make things worse, when Sonic passes out, he ends up letting the bag of rings fall straight through the hole, meaning his only way to escape planet Earth is more than 2,000 kilometers away. As if that wasn't bad enough, as soon as Sonic awakens, Dr. Robotnik arrives at Tom's house after following the trail the hedgehog left behind. Distrusting the scientist's true intentions, the policeman hides Sonic in the attic and prevents the stranger from entering the residence. However, Robotnik activates his drones to scan the house, while he distracts Tom. In the attic, Sonic disguises himself as a ball while the drones search the place. However, he realizes it's not a good idea and starts to roll out of his hiding, only to fall down the stairs and crash into the kitchen counter, alerting the scientist with the noise. With his suspicions practically confirmed, the villain breaks into the house, but the only thing he finds is a raccoon eating a cake. Thinking he might have been mistaken, Robotnik turns to leave, but ends up seeing a blue thorn in the trash, confirming his suspicions that a strange creature really is in the residence. The doctor then calls one of his artillery drones and threatens to take Tom's life if he doesn't deliver the hidden creature, and fearing the policeman will get hurt because of him, Sonic comes out of hiding. As soon as he sees the blue hedgehog, the villain gets very scared and lets his guard down. Tom then takes advantage of the moment to punch Robotnik's face, who instantly passes out. After the hit, the drone starts shooting at the two, but Sonic manages to jump on top of the device, slowing the thing down and giving Tom the chance to break it with a very powerful bowl. After all this confusion, the policeman takes the chance to escape and runs to his car. In the vehicle, Sonic explains to Tom about his plan to escape to the Mushroom Planet, as well as talking about the ring's power to teleport people anywhere they can imagine. Not knowing how to get to San Francisco, the blue hedgehog asks the policeman to take him to the city, and as he has already been involved in all this madness, Tom ends up accepting the mission. After waking up, Robotnik manages to locate the duo and sends one of the tanks from his armory to pursue them. As soon as he manages to reach them, the vehicle shoots a harpoon that passes between the two and hits the dashboard of Tom's car. Sonic then counters the attack by turning into a ball and hitting the scientist's tank full on impact. Robotnik uses his plan B, and sends a drone the size of a fly after them, but despite being small, This robot is extremely overpowered and manages to slice through the roof of the car with a laser beam. Despite being completely lethal, this drone is quite fragile, and because of that, Sonic is able to break it with ease. However, with that they fell into the villain's trap. This device is actually an adhesive bomb that is almost impossible to remove. After some time, trying to release the explosive from his hand, Sonic finally succeeds, but he doesn't get away in time and is hit by the explosion that seriously injures him. With his partner extremely injured, Tom decides to take him to his sister-in-law's house where Maddie, his wife who works as a veterinarian, is staying. Even with her experience, the woman has never seen a creature like Sonic, and because of that, she has no idea how to help him. But after some time trying to revive him, she finally manages to get him to wake up. In his truck, Robotnik uses his supercomputer to analyze Sonic's thorn and discovers that the hedgehog is a source of unlimited energy. With that, his aim now is no longer simply to eliminate him, but capture him to use his energy, in addition to experimenting with his body. In downtown San Francisco, Tom along with Maddie and Sonic, now fully recovered, manage to reach the top of the building and finally find the bag of rings. However, as they are saying their goodbyes, Dr. Robotnik arrives in his ship to stop him from leaving. Trying to get the humans out of the crossfire, Sonic has the bright idea of pushing them off the top of the building, and as they're falling, he starts moving so fast that things around him seem to be in slow motion. In this way, he uses his super speed to repel the drone's missiles and destroy them one by one. However, as his ship is being powered by the blue hedgehog's thorn, Dr. Robotnik manages to move at the same speed and shoots Sonic that knocks him out of the building. While free-falling along with Tom and his wife, the hedgehog takes one of the rings and manages to open a portal that leads to a hay mountain in Green Hills to cushion it, but he ends up missing the passage and falls right into the street along with the others destroyed drones. Despite falling from a big height, the blue hedgehog manages to escape unharmed and tries to flee, but is pursued throughout the city. Realizing he won't be able to run away, Sonic starts using the rings to open portals that lead to several parts of the world. However, Robotnik manages to accompany him through the portals, until they arrive in the middle of the Sahara Desert where the hedgehog takes advantage of the sand to run in circles, causing a huge dust storm that makes the scientist lose sight of him. Sonic then takes advantage of the doctor's momentary blindness to climb the Pyramid of Giza and opens a portal to Green Hills at the top. However, as he stopped running, the sand begins to subside and Robotnik hits Sonic with a missile as he passes through the ring, causing him to fall into the street already totally unconscious. In the middle of the street, Tom finds the bag with the rings, and as his friend is about to be killed, he decides to open a portal behind the villain and lands a powerful punch on Robotnik. The two then get into a physical fight, but Robotnik manages to take down the policeman, who gets injured in the fall and is unable to continue fighting. At that moment, Sonic wakes up fully furious at hurting his friend and now goes into his full fury mode, using his electromagnetic powers to damage the ship, removing the boost from its thorn. Robotnik then starts shooting his missiles at Sonic, but he manages to dodge it with extreme ease and lands several blows on the ship. Tom takes advantage of the distraction to open a portal behind the crazy doctor, and Sonic immediately understands the plan. He lands a hit that sends Robotnik and his ship straight to the Mushroom Planet. With the supervillain finally defeated, things have calmed down, and Sonic decides to remain here on Earth, along with his friends Tom and Maddie who have decided to remain in Green Hills for the rest of their lives. So what did you think of these movies? Leave it in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you next time.